Previously on Follow the Blues.
I think a lot of people have held on to the last tour for too long. I think we've had the Champions Trophy in between as well, which has totally been forgotten. I don't think it was in Bangladesh. I know if I'm in a good zone, then I will play well. If I think like how people are thinking on the outside, I have to do well, then things don't happen because I have to go out there and face what's going to happen.
Can you show us a dab for a start?
My main strength is swing, so I have to swing the ball. So my aim was to swing the ball around 135. In last 7 years, I have learned to bowl the ball at good pace with the swing. So, and I have learned a lot because I have seen a good time and a bad time. And good time doesn't teach you too much, but bad time teaches you everything. काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंस्पिरेशन है क्योंकि जब मैं अंडर 19 में उसके साथ खेलता था तो काफ़ी जैसे एग्रेसिव अभी भी है पर अब ज़्यादा काम एग्रेसिव है. एज एन कैप्टन काफ़ी ज़्यादा हेल्पफुल रहा है. जब 19 में जब मैं उसके साथ था उसने तब भी प्लेयर्स को कॉन्फिडेंस देता था जो अपकमिंग प्लेयर्स होते थे जैसे मैं था.
Yuvraj and Kaif, and I like Mohammed Kaif. He came past. And I said, come on, guys, let's get the bus driver out, please.
Yeah.
Like
Kev came and told me. He said, Nasser told me that that's a good. Let's get this bus driver out. And then I said, did you give it back? He said, yeah, I did quietly tell him.
Witness will command strikes again. Hardik Pandya is doing it for India. This is Dhoni at his best. First batsman to score 2 double hundreds in ODI cricket.
Fine innings it was too from Virat Kohli.
It's a beautiful day in this beautiful city. This is the capital of the world, London. और यहाँ से स्वागत करते हैं आपका Follow the Blues के एक और बहुत ही खास एपिसोड में. आज आप सुनेंगे रस्सी के इस पार की कहानी, जतिन सप्रू की ज़बानी. Because on-field action is good, but off-the-field action can sometimes be even better. And that's exactly what we get you right here on this very show. Some exclusive stuff from your favorite men in blue. आज के शो में बात करेंगे ऋषभ पंत से, सौरव गांगुली, राहुल द्रविड़ अपने डेब्यू की यादें ताज़ा करेंगे और भी काफी कुछ है. ये लीजिए मेन्यू कार्ड.
We show how Team India has been preparing to tackle the three lions in the upcoming 5 Test series.
I think yes, we have a very good team. Balance of the team is really good, and I think
those tours were tough, but we learned a lot of things, and the experience is invaluable. And hopefully, we as a team can put up a better show this time and now win the series.
It's my dream to play Test cricket for India, says Rishabh Pant in an exclusive interview with Follow the Blues.
ड्रीम था जो देखा था बचपन में जब क्रिकेट स्टार्ट करा था कि टेस्ट क्रिकेट खेलना है.
In England Diaries, Dada and Rahul Dravid take a trip down memory lane as they remember their Test debut at Lord's.
It was a fabulous experience, and honestly, I have played 112 Test matches after that, 310 one-day games after that. I was never under pressure in England. I've been under enormous pressure after that. Many a times in my career, I have had sleepless nights to walk out to bat in a Test match next day because I was so eager, so desperate to do well. But that Test match in England was unbelievable for me.
Listening to Test matches on radio at Lord's and Oval and these grounds,
You were there.
They were stuff of legends of these myths, that these were like, it's like you heard about these things. You've heard about the fact that, you get a chance to walk down Lord's, and Don Bradman has walked down those same steps 70, 80 years before you.
And we also meet the man who's been ferrying the Blues around in England. Team India's bus driver, Jeff Goodwin, has some really interesting secrets to share.
A few years ago, I was in Leeds, and my wife had a bit of an illness, and he gave me a shirt to auction off. I've never forgot that.
यही कहानी है भाई, कुछ आ रहे हैं कुछ जा रहे हैं, लिमिटेड ओवर्स की सीरीज होगी, कुछ प्लेयर्स वापस जा रहे हैं, कुछ प्लेयर नए आ रहे हैं टेस्ट मैचेस के लिए. रिमेंबर, इट्स ऑल इवन आफ्टर अ वेरी वेल फॉट लिमिटेड ओवर्स लेग. T20 सीरीज टू इंडिया, द ODI सीरीज टू इंग्लैंड, बट नाउ एवरीथिंग बॉइल्स डाउन टू द टेस्ट मैचेस. 5 टेस्ट मैचेस की ये सीरीज है, बट देयर वाज सो मच एक्शन दैट हैपेंड आउटसाइड द क्रिकेट फील्ड, और वो कहानी
After their forgettable outing at the Headingley Stadium that saw England win the third ODI by 8 wickets and the ODI series 2-1, it's now time for a change of colour and a change of format. As Blues make their way back to London after the ODI series, they post some heartfelt messages for their fans. The much anticipated India squad for the 5-match test series has been revealed. Captain Kohli returns to helm the test side after missing the one-off test against Afghanistan in June due to neck injury. And the informed punts earned his maiden call-ups to the test side. Dinesh Karthik also makes it to the team and in all probability continues to be the first choice wicketkeeper against England after Wriddhiman Saha had to pull out due to injury. Meanwhile, Bhuvneshwar Kumar is a notable absentee from the squad and has been given time to recover from injury. His partner in crime, Jasprit Bumrah, will only be available for selection from the second test onwards. With the long series 13 days away, the Blues decided to rejuvenate by taking a mini break. Dinesh Karthik jets to Copenhagen with his wife and squash star Deepika Pallikal, while Shikhar Dhawan and his family combine forces with Virat and Anushka for an outing in London. Making their way back to Team India are none other than spin twins Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin. While Jadeja has been working on his fitness, Ashwin makes the most of his time and leads the Dindigul Dragons in the Tamil Nadu Premier League.
And he takes it comfortably in the end. Should be taken again. And Ashwin gets another wicket in the final over.
Meanwhile, Karun Nair, Rishabh Pant, Murali Vijay and Ajinkya Rahane have been busy touring England as part of the India A squad. They've been getting a feel of the English conditions ahead of the long test series. And while the England Lions beat the India A side, there was a silver lining, and that was Rishabh Pant's half-century in both innings of the unofficial test. And the informed Pant celebrates his inclusion with some cool acrobatics. On the other hand, Team India's vice-captain Ajinkya Rahane is quite happy with the balance of the side.
I think yes, we have a very good team. Balance of the team is really good, and I think all the areas are covered. Batting unit, bowling unit. Especially when we go abroad, when we come here, I think it's important to take 20 wickets, and I think we have all the bowlers, fast bowlers as well as spinners who can actually take 20 wickets. यहाँ आने से पहले मैं BKC में प्रैक्टिस कर रहा था, लगभग 2 हफ्ते मैंने प्रैक्टिस करी, डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट पे मैं फोकस कर रहा था. मुझे लगता है कि प्रिपरेशन ज़रूरी है, लेकिन जितना आप सिंपल रखोगे खुद के बैटिंग को, उतना आपके लिए बेहतर होता है.
Meanwhile, opener Murali Vijay is also gearing up to face the English challenge. During India's 2014 tour to England, Vijay emerged as the highest run scorer for Team India, amassing 402 runs from 5 tests. No doubt the opener is looking forward to repeating his heroics from the 2014 tour.
Yeah, those tours were tough, but we learned a lot of things, and the experience is invaluable. And hopefully we as a team can put up a better show this time and win the series. Basically, you've got to understand the conditions and plan accordingly. You cannot have pre-planned ideas to go into any series at all. So I'm personally in a good space. Hopefully I can join the team and help each other and do well for the team. It's going to test you in all departments, and I'm ready for it. And it's about having a good start to the tournament, and if I can do that, and I think it'll be good.
Back in London, Hardik Pandya posts a special message to his mother on the occasion of her birthday. But Captain Kohli continues to keep his mind off things by exploring England with wife Anushka Sharma and teammate Shikhar Dhawan.
3 लेग एक्शन, लिमिटेड ओवर्स खत्म हो गया, 1-1 की बराबरी पे। अब बात आ गई है पूरी टेस्ट मैचेस पे। The test matches come last on this tour with Birmingham, London, Nottingham, Southampton hosting the first 4 tests and final test back here in London at the Oval. Everybody, respect. Some things about London absolutely leave you spellbound. It's almost like what Rishabh Pant did with his batting in the last Vivo IPL season. Close to 700 runs at an astonishing strike rate of phenomenal 100. And now, of course, he's been rewarded with a place in the test side. भाई टेस्ट स्क्वाड में नाम आ गया ऋषभ पंत का। कमाल का सीजन था और फॉलो द ब्लूज ने एक खास बातचीत की ऋषभ पंत से।
ड्रीम था जो देखा था बचपन में जब क्रिकेट स्टार्ट करा था कि टेस्ट क्रिकेट खेलना है। स्पेशली मेरे कोच तारक सेना सर, वो हमेशा से चाहते थे कि मैं टेस्ट क्रिकेट खेलूं। वनडे T20s बोलते हैं कि ठीक है, बट वो चाहते थे हमेशा से कि मैं टेस्ट क्रिकेट खेलूं। और वो मोमेंट था जब टीम अनाउंस हुआ और मेरा नाम था। सबको अच्छा लगता है कि आप एक अच्छी फॉर्म से किसी भी टूर्नामेंट में जाते हो तो एक अच्छी फॉर्म लेकर जाए। और जैसे कि यहाँ पे मैं 2 अनऑफिशियल टेस्ट मैच खेला था, यहाँ पे एक वेस्ट इंडीज के साथ खेला था और एक अभी इंग्लैंड लायंस के साथ खेला, तो काफ़ी कुछ सीखने के लिए मिला कि इनिंग कैसे बिल्ड करते हैं। क्योंकि सिचुएशन जब मैं बैटिंग करने जा रहा था तो सिचुएशन इतनी अच्छी नहीं थी कि मैं जाके हर समय पॉजिटिव रह सकता हूँ, बट वो सिचुएशन को रीड करा, सिचुएशन के हिसाब से अपना गेम चेंज करा और सीखने की कोशिश करी हर गेम में। मेरा मेन यही रहता है कि मैं हर दिन इम्प्रूव करने को देखूं, कैसे लर्न कर सकता हूं। जैसे यहाँ पर अजिंक्य रहाणे भाई आए थे, मुरली भी आए थे, तो कैसे अपने आप को इम्प्रूव करूं, उनसे क्या चीज़ सीखने को मिल सकती है और जितना ज़्यादा अच्छा हो सकता है मेरे लिए और मेरे क्रिकेट के लिए, वो इम्प्रूव करने को देखता हूँ। डिपेंड्स करता है सिचुएशन के ऊपर। जैसे विराट भी, अगर मैंने एक इंटरव्यू पढ़ा था तो वो हमेशा बोलते हैं कि इंटेंट हमेशा पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए। यू शुड हैव लुक टू स्कोर रन्स एवरी बॉल। अगर बॉल नहीं है एरिया में तो यू कैन लीव इट और वट एवर यू वांट टू डू, बट आपको इंटेंट होना चाहिए कि मैं रन बनाने के लिए जाऊं पहले। अगर एरिया में नहीं है तो आप छोड़ सकते हो, बट पॉजिटिव रहना वो मेरा एक अच्छा पार्ट है मेरे को लगता है। बट मैं सिचुएशन के हिसाब से अपने आप को ढालने की कोशिश करता हूँ। काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है, स्पेशली क्योंकि आईपीएल में मैं देखता हूँ या इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में तो एवी डिविलियर्स को काफ़ी फॉलो करता था। तो अगर जूनियर एवी नाम दिया है तो काफ़ी अच्छा नाम दिया है। माई भाई से भी बात हुई थी विकेट कीपिंग के बारे में, तो वो जनरली एक ही बात बोलते हैं कि हैंड्स शुड बी डाउन, डजंट मैटर बॉडी किधर जाता है, बट हाथ इंपॉर्टेंट होता है क्योंकि एंड ऑफ द डे आपको बॉल कैच करना है। ठीक है, बॉडी इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट हाथ से अगर हाथ की पोजीशन अच्छी है तो आप अच्छा बॉल पकड़ते हो। ऑब्वियसली राहुल सर से काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलता है क्योंकि अंडर 19 में भी वो हमारे कोच थे, फिर आईपीएल में भी थे, तो राहुल सर के साथ काफ़ी टाइम हो गया। वो मेरे को अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं बहुत अच्छे से कि मेरा माइंडसेट कैसा है। वो मेरे को बहुत हेल्प करते हैं, स्पेशली डेज मैचेस के बारे में कि इनिंग कैसे बिल्ड होती है, हाउ यू कैन इम्प्रूव योर सेल्फ। तो हर चीज़ वो मेरे को बताते हैं जिससे काफ़ी हेल्प मिलती है।
क्या एक्साइटमेंट है, और होनी भी चाहिए क्योंकि इसे भी पता है कि ब्रेक के बाद फॉलो द ब्लूज पे क्या आ रहा है। लंदन में है तो यही तो डेब्यू हुआ था सौरव गांगुली और राहुल द्रविड़ का, उसकी बात करेंगे, वो उसकी यादें ताजा करेंगे एक छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद। Stay alive, back in a moment.
It was a fabulous experience, and honestly, I have played 112 test matches after that, 310 one-day games after that. I was never under pressure in England. I've been under enormous pressure after that. Many a times in my career, I've had sleepless nights to walk out to bat in a test match next year because I was so eager, so desperate to do well. But that test match in England was unbelievable for me.
Listening to test matches on radio at Lords and Oval and these grounds,
you were there.
They were stuff of legends of these myths, that these are like, it's like you heard about these things. You've heard about the fact that you get a chance to walk down Lords, and Don Bradman has walked down that same steps 70, 80 years before you.
Sunder's doing it for India. This is Dhoni at his best.
First batsman to score 2 double hundreds in ODI cricket.
Fine innings it was too from Virat Kohli.
Hello? Saurabh. Captain बोल रहा हूँ. कौन है तेरे साथ? राहुल है क्या? Speak up and ask. Boy, just wanted to tell you you'll be making your debut tomorrow, yeah? Yeah, no, it's okay, it's okay. Don't get too excited. Get some sleep. Best of luck. Okay, bye. Bye. Follow the Blues पे थोड़ा सा ड्रामा, क्योंकि शायद ऐसी कॉल की गई होगी 19 जुलाई 1996 को मोहम्मद अजहरुद्दीन, कप्तान ऑफ द इंडियन टीम, टू सौरव गांगुली एंड राहुल द्रविड़, टू रूकीज हु वर पार्ट ऑफ द स्क्वाड. दूसरा टेस्ट मैच इंग्लैंड के खिलाफ जो लॉर्ड्स पे खेला गया, जिसे हम याद रखते हैं एज द डेब्यू ऑफ टू स्टॉलवर्ट्स ऑफ इंडियन क्रिकेट. सौरव गांगुली, Rahul Dravid walked out to bat for the very first time through that long room onto a glorious career. Saurav Ganguly ended up getting 100. Rahul Dravid got 95 in the first inning. कमाल की यादें हैं, लंदन में है, लॉर्ड ज्यादा दूर नहीं, तो ये यादें फिर से ताजा करते हैं और इन्हीं तो लेजेंड्स की जुबानी.
Was there pressure when you went to England? Because again there was talk of Saurav Ganguly being picked. The talk never really goes away, but there was talk about someone from the East requiring to come in. I remember around that time they were saying, yes, Ganguly is that man. And I still remember being up on the balcony. It might have been Leeds where you played that first one day. Leeds or Manchester?
Old Trafford.
Leeds or Manchester. You went in at number 3 on a really cold, bitter day, as unlike Kolkata as possible.
Yeah, it was raining. It was raining when I walked out to bat. Sachin got out to Dominic Cork in the first over, making into the slips, and then I walked into bat and it was drizzling. I thought I batted brilliantly in that Old Trafford game, in the one-day game.
You got 40 odd, did you?
I got 48 on difficult conditions. Then got runs in every warm-up game on that tour till I played the first test at Lords.
Yeah, and you and Rahul Dravid, of course, made your debut together. You batted 3, Rahul batted 7.
It was a fabulous experience, and honestly, I've played 112 test matches after that, 310 one-day games after that. I was never under pressure in England. I've been under enormous pressure after that. Many a times in my career, I've had sleepless nights to walk out to bat in a test match next year because I was so eager, so desperate to do well. But that test match in England was unbelievable for me. As I said, destiny. I probably had better things written for me in my life, and I walked out to Lords, winning the toss and putting England in helped. And the first day and a half at the ground, and that fabulous atmosphere, packed house at Lords. I got a couple of wickets, so that eased the nerves a bit. That got you into the game, believing that, listen, I've contributed to the team.
It must have been huge. It was the start of a love affair. It started in 96, went all the way up to 2011. It helped you as well that your first World Cup experience was also England 99.
It did. I always, for some reason, just loved going to England, loved playing in England, and maybe it was the fact that I did well there as well. So it's sometimes a chicken and egg situation as well. So you like a place that you do well in, and maybe you do well in a place that you like. So it's hard to say which came first. But I mean, just being on a World Cup, being in the Indian team in '96 was an unbelievable feeling. I mean, I grew up listening to test matches on radio at Lords and Oval and these grounds.
Suddenly you were there.
They were stuff of legends of these myths. That these were like, it's like you heard about these things. You've heard about the fact that you get a chance to walk down Lords, and Don Bradman has walked down that same steps 70, 80 years before you. So I think a lot of these things, you sort of grow up as a kid wanting to do and just hearing about. So it's a great thrill.
It was a strange tour that the captain couldn't score a run. One of the lead batsmen went home. So suddenly from this very nice Karnataka dressing room, you've come into this turbulent Indian dressing room. Was that almost an eye-opener?
I didn't see the turbulence. I'm a young kid, you know, I was like stars in my eyes. I was just excited about everything, you know, I mean, and especially when you're young and you're playing your first tours or a few tours, you don't understand, you know, the dynamics and the small, you know, tensions that happen, people playing for their careers, the stresses. I mean, you're just loving everything. You're just enjoying every moment of what's happening. So, you know, I couldn't understand why a guy would leave a tour for any reason. You know, I could never figure that one out. But, you know, obviously Sidhu has its own reasons. And that gave, you know,
gave you and Saurav a chance.
Yeah, it gave Saurav and me a chance. And you know, the rest is history. You never look back. So, that, you know, you need a bit of luck. You need a bit of luck in your career. And I think you look back on things like that, you see fate does play a part. You know, it just plays that part. And you need those breaks. And
you still got to take the breaks.
You do. I mean, you got to have the ability.
You still have the ability to take the breaks.
Ability to take the breaks. Yeah.
And both of them ended up having careers so spectacular कि आज अगर किसी क्रिकेट फैन को बोला तो आंख बंद करके दादा या जामी का स्केच बना देगा. अगर आपने बनाए ऐसे sketches तो send them to us #FollowTheBlues. We promise that we'll show them on this very show. लेकिन now that we move on to the Test series, Team India will be hoping that they get a few good wins under their belt. But there is one good win who has been with them right from the start of the series. भैया जोक चाहे ले लो लेकिन कहानी काफी अच्छी है. The bus driver who's been driving Team India around this entire trip, Mr. Jeff Goodwin, promises to be quite a jovial character. और Follow the Blues ने उनसे बातचीत.
My son was driving India, and I think we did Australia as well. Obviously, did all the teams, and they actually loved my son because Tandulkar used to sit there with him, touching, and he'd say, "Oh, Daddy's a big star." But by the end of the tour, my son became a big star as well. He's only 21. We got a nice letter off the Indian government thanking me and thanking him, and done cricket ever since. Well, in 2004, when I was driving Australia, Darren Lehman was like making drinks. He was a player then, and he says, if we like you, we'll give you a nickname. And then, because he was telling me all the players' nicknames, and then after a few days he went, "You're Popeye." And everybody calls me Popeye. And I've even got Popeye there now. Reina, a few years ago, was in Leeds, and my wife had a bit of an illness, and he gave me a shirt to auction off. I've never forgot that. So yeah, I do. Like Dhoni's fantastic wicket keeper, and Mr. Kohli sits at the front laughing at me, and this gentleman here calls me old man. He calls me old man. So no, I like the lads. They're all friendly. They're great to get on with, but they're very disciplined. I have noticed there's a change in cricket. It's changing. In my time, it's changed so much. From a team that'd be like, not India, but like Australia, be drinking all the time after the game and staying in the changing room till 2 in the morning. Now, not as much. And this team, particularly India, I've never known a cricket team as professional and come out after the game so fast. Because they're really professional.
ये वही ट्रफाल्गर स्क्वायर है जहां अमरीश पुरी ने डीडीएलजे में कबूतरों को दाना डाला था. आओ आओ, अब कबूतर यहाँ है नहीं, क्योंकि वो अमरीश पुरी साहब के उस कमाल के सीन के बाद इतने इंडियंस आते हैं, उन्होंने इतने दाने डाले कबूतरों को कि कबूतर हो गए मोटे, उड़ना हो गया मुश्किल, और अथॉरिटीज ने बोला कि इधर कबूतरों को अब दाने डालना अलाउड नहीं है. लेकिन इस शो के लिए फीडबैक भेजना ये बिल्कुल अलाउड है यार. यहाँ पे इंग्लैंड में एक लोकल स्लैंग में कहते हैं इन्हें, isn't it जो होता है उसको बोलते हैं इन्हें. It's like Follow the Blues, your favorite show, इन्हें. You're gonna send me a lot of feedback, इन्हें. You will, right? #Follow the Blues is our feedback page. Next week we'll bring you more action right from the heart of India's tour to England. जो भी आपके मैन इन ब्लू करें बताएंगे अगले शो पे. Until then, this is Jatin Sabru saying goodbye. See you next week.
Bhubaneswar Kumar strikes again. Hardik Pandya is doing it for India. This is Dhoni at his best.
First batsman to score 2 double hundreds in ODI cricket.
Fine innings it was too from Virat Kohli.